Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back today. Well, we're in uptown Paphos, Paphos. We're in one of the municipality car parks. Across the road is Paphos Cyprus. Stick with us because we're going to take you on a little detour round onto the main road and then down from Paphos into mid Paphos, and then, which is Paphos, obviously. See how my Greek's getting so good? And then we're going down still in English straight away. And then we're going to go down to Paphos, and we're going to go down to the harbour area, dismount and give you a fantastic view. But before we do, we have to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world who just happens to be in charge of the SIP, Miss Ochin Gracivia.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Right, come on, Gracivia LaBeouf. Let's get a move on. Check your seat. That's it. Get it into gear. Handbrake off. Here we go. That's it. Perfect driving. See, I could be a driving instructor, possibly, because I did teach Ochin Gracivia LaBeouf to drive. Because before I met her, her driving was a little bit, was it, Gracivia?
Really?
Yeah, really. Where are you going, LaBeouf? You've already gone the wrong way. Right, go around the car park. Go on. We're going to reverse. My God, there's me and my big mouth have a torture to drive. I tell you what, we'll go round. I tell you, you can't take her anywhere. That's it. So this is the lovely municipality car park. Go to there, to the end, and then go right. I tell you, this is how you have domestics in car parks when you're in a car. That's it. Now, go round to the right, and then go round this wood structure, which is the taxi office. Okay, there we are. Right, we got there in the end. Now, that's it, take a left. So, here we go. We are in uptown Paphos, Paphos. That glassy building just over there, that's the head office for the Paphos Cyprus. That's the main branch in Paphos. There's the Adidas store. And there's an arts museum in there, by the way. One of these days you're going to go in it, but I've never found it open. And then there's a jeweller's, there's a bistro, there's the Second Cup coffee shop. There's a whole bunch of restaurants here. This is Kennedy Square, just so you understand. Oh, we can't go that way, LaBeouf. Nope, they're digging the road up. There we go. Let's just keep going. There we are. Get through the red lights, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right, let's keep going, stick with us. As you can see, our videos are not rehearsed. I didn't know that road was dug up. It wasn't dug up this morning, but now it is. Anyway, here we are in, should we say, the mayoral part of Paphos. This is where all the district offices are. There's obviously a big school there, and that's where you get married, all this sort of stuff. Keep going, LaBeouf.
In the school you get married?
No, but there's a registry office where you go and get married over there. Right, so keep going, LaBeouf. And yet again, there's another bit of roadworks up ahead. As you can see, well, we're under siege in Paphos. So if anyone's going to come to Paphos on the holiday, make sure you stay down in the Paphos harbour area. Because if you come up into Paphos or uptown Paphos, it's an absolute nightmare. Take a left, LaBeouf. There we go. Yet again, more and more roadworks. So stick with us. Shortly but surely, we will arrive in Nicosia. Follow that white car, LaBeouf. He hopefully knows where he's going. But, as often is the case in Cyprus, with no disrespect, the person in front doesn't know where they're going. Gracivia, what do you think?
I'm thinking, all the roads are digged.
They're what? All the roads are what? Digged. Big what? Whoa, we're a family channel.
I said dig.
What? Dig. Where are you going? Why are you following that car now?
I'm following him.
Right, follow him. Just keep following him. That's right. He hasn't got a clue where he's going, but never mind. Get to these traffic lights and then take a right. Right, follow the white car. I told you he didn't know where he's going. He doesn't know where he's going, so don't rely on him, but turn right at these traffic lights. Yeah. Now, that's the Astro Bank, and that's another Bank of Cyprus, and that over there is the main district offices for Paphos. Not that that's of any interest to most tourists or most people watching this video, but now I've got to commentate on different buildings, and luckily I do know where I am. Lived in Cyprus for 14 years. Gracivia LaBeouf?
And I am for more than 20.
20. And you still don't know where you are?
No.
No, exactly.
Why should I? I have you.
Yes, there we are. She has me to navigate and drive around. It's only time for Gracivia LaBeouf to drive when she wants to escape to the shops to spend some money, or when we make a YouTube video.
That one is a nice boutique.
That's a nice shop. Look at that. It's a nice boutique.
Nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Clothes.
Lorem Boutique. There we go. See, told you she knows where all the boutiques are. What about that one? Designer labels. Yep, she knows that one. Wow. Excellent. Look at that shoe shop. Do you know that one?
That that one is not too bad.
Not too bad. And there's a Papa Antonio supermarket. And then just over here is the Paradise Gardens Garden Centre. Very nice garden centre indeed. Right, stick with us. This is the old, well, when we British were in charge of this place, that's where the governor slept, should we say. That was his little house. And then just down here, they've built a memorial to the Archbishop Macarius, somewhere around here. He's somewhere around here. Yeah, he's up there, isn't he? Yeah, it is over there somewhere. There he is. Look out the window. Anyway, let's keep going. Stick with us. We're going to go over and straight across the booth. Follow that little Nissan note.
Why not to go to the down?
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we're going. So we're wiggling our way down past Dimco Lighting Shop, and we are now, well, we're still in Paphos, but very shortly we are going to enter an area called Universal. Now, a lot of people, tourists, and should we say people I call flippers, they may own a property here, or they come out for 3 or 4 months at a time, and they often come two or three times in a year. This area now, they're going to be familiar with, because this is the Universal area. So keep going straight to the roof. Again, this is quite a nice little area because you've got these little trees and all that kind of stuff, and it does make it very, very nice indeed. And you've got some rather nice developments coming up on the left. There's one there. It's a gated community. Quite a nice place indeed. Look at that. That's the Paphilia Gardens. And then in front of us here, we've got another Paphilia development called Hesperides Gardens, where I used to live. I lived in this place for 2 years. I lived in the top floor penthouse on the other side, and that was a penthouse. It really was a penthouse. It was very, very nice indeed. 3 massive bedrooms, massive lounge, 3 ensuite bathrooms, and we had a very own, and I mean it, very own roof terrace and our very own jacuzzi up there, and it had a great swimming pool to die for. It was absolutely wonderful, but they wouldn't let me spray cars in the garage downstairs, which is understandable, so I had to move. Receive you?
And then Bobo came to see you.
That's where Bobo arrived, yes, yes. Our first cat in Cyprus, he's called Bobo, and he's a bit fat now, and he's getting a bit old because he's 14. So he's had a good life, we've looked after him well, but that's where that cat first came and said, hello. He thought we were rich Russians, that's what he'd been told by his mother, and she told him to bugger off, and he came to live with us, and he's lived with us for the rest of his life. We see the other bit.
Yes, Bobo is a captain.
He's Captain Bobo.
Yes.
He's a lovely cat, actually.
And
really
we
is.
have a new one. See it.
Oof. Can't call him that. We've actually got 4 cats, if you want to know. We've got a cat called Tigs, but no one ever gets to see him. He's that shy. He only comes in for food and then he runs away. And then we have a cat called Mr. Blonde, and he is blonde. He is the other blonde in my life, and he truly is a very, very handsome cat indeed. He's almost as good looking as Miss Archie Gracilia LaBouffe. Almost. So stick with us. We're going to go left. Okay?
Right.
So, right, sorry. I never know my left and my right. So here we are in the down...
joking?
I'm not joking, no. I'm an
No,
idiot.
you said right. You said left. You really don't know?
I'm an idiot. I told you that.
Oh. My
There we go.
goodness, it's time to divorce.
Time for divorce. Excellent. Luckily I haven't got any money, so it won't cost me a penny. Right, here we are at one of the traffic lights from the Universal area, and we've just come past the Amazon kiosk, and there's another kiosk across the road, which I don't know what it's called, but it's a big kiosk. So that's the road. A lot of people will understand where we are, and we're now going to join the dual carriageway ring road, which comes all the way from Tomb of the Kings and goes all the way out to almost the airport nowadays. Anyway, we're going to take a right, not a left. And we're going to travel for about 100 metres, and then we're going to take a left down a new road. Now, a lot of people who haven't been to Cyprus in the last year, maybe even longer, haven't noticed this road because it's actually only been open for about 3 or 4 months. So this is a new road and a first for someone who's not been to Universal for a while.
This is a beautiful car.
What is it? Honda CR-V.
Very nice.
One of the best cars in the world. Very practical, and on top of all that, very reliable. And as I always say, if you've got a H on the back of your car, you'll be doing all right. You see
What
there?
about Hyundai? It has hedge.
Well, it does, and you'll be doing all right with one of those. Very reliable.
Yeah.
What you don't want to buy is a Fiat. Because with no disrespect for Fiats, but I've got a Fiat, and yet again today it has cheated on me. There we go.
Because
This time
it's
it's had a new engine, it's had new brakes, but no, they're all fine. This time it's the gearbox. So I'm thinking about getting Receiver Boost Lighter and a tin of benzene. Anyway, stick with us. Here we are at one of the main crossroads. If you go to the right, that's what's called Russian Street. So there's a lot of Russian influenced shops, shall we say, along that street. And if we go left, we're going to go into downtown Cato Paphos, and we're going to try and get in the rear end of Bar Street. Okay?
And that car is beautiful.
You like that car as well? That one's getting more expensive, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a €60,000 car. In fact, new, a €90,000 car. Ouch. Let's get divorced. Right. So let's take a left. Proceed a
The
little
fact
bit.
that you are an idiot, I like. I mean, the fact not because you're idiot, because you don't. You said to me you don't know which is left, which
I
is
don't.
right.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I am.
It's even funny.
I think the problem is that I'm left-handed, and when because I'm old, when I was in school, all the teachers and all the headmistress, well, there was only 4 teachers and a headmistress, but they used to hit my hand with a stick. I was like Satan and the devil, and they were right. I am. But the point of it is, I think that confused my brain. It doesn't take a lot to confuse my brain, as you've come to understand. Anyway, we're going to go left, so stick with us. There's a very, very big church. I do remember that Ian told us what that church was, but I'm an idiot, so I've forgotten. Anyway, stick with us. We are going to come to the end of this T-junction, and we're going to go left. Because if we go right, we go to those posh apartments, and there is a place called the Phoenix Club. If you know where that is, if you've been to Cyprus many times before, you will know what it is. There's a place called the Phoenix Club down there. So let's go left, and then let's immediately go right. So basically, we're going to follow pretty much all these cars. Maybe this one's not going to go. And they're all going to go. We're all going down the back end of Bar Street. So stick with us. You are going to go down a street that we have not been down filming before. This film today is completely unique to the Marika and Me channel. Here we go. Thank you very much. There's another one of those Honda CRVs.
Yeah.
So this is the road that brings us from, should we say, the Mayfair hotelish area, Midtown Paphos, down towards Bar Street. And as we get closer, I'll start to try and name some of the bars and restaurants. There's the Chinese Thai restaurant. Then over this side you've got the Britannia Inn, and that's the Georgia restaurant on our left now. Take a left, LaBou, yeah, because they closed off Bar Street to make it safer for people. So let's go straight, and then just down here you've got the 60s music karaoke bar. You've got Alexander's Pub. Now I understand that somewhere around here there is a pub with a place in the heart of Mr. Matt Dyers. And one of these days, Mr. Matt, I'm going to go and find it. We'll see if the little owner will let us make a video, because it's a real ale pub, and that's the place in his heart. So here we go. Keep going.
But the
Go that way.
Here.
Now take a left.
Oh, it's right.
Right. Exactly. I told you I was an idiot. Take a right and park. Just park up here. That's what we do. Park by that bin once this car's turned round. Because that right in front of us, people, if you understand, is Bar Street. And that is the Pop Life supermarket. So, guess what? We're going to dismount. Go a bit further, LaBou. Why have you stopped in the middle of nowhere?
You said.
I said stop by the bin.
Stop.
Go and stop by the bin. And try and
By
keep the
the
car
bin?
straight. Yeah, stop right there. There we go. That'll do us. And now we're going to dismount, and we're going to say a very, very good goodbye. And I apologise for the mix-up with the video. I apologise for all the road improvements. Tomorrow I'll go to the downtown office and have a word with Michael Barrow Prodromus and say, listen, Prodromus, you're making a mess of the Paphos roads. You've got to stop now. Proceed, LaBou.
No,
Let's
I
have a big
think
goodbye.
it's even more interesting because we're not supposed to show this otherwise.
Oh, the terrible
Now,
parts of Paphos.
yes,
Oh, no,
we
no,
show
no.
everything.
Oh, no.
And I mean everything.
They'll be locking us up.
Yeah,
Right.
don't worry.
Let's have a big goodbye.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I think this video today was a bit interesting, a bit different, that's it. So as we show different parts of everything, all the Cyprus, all the Paphos especially, we like you to enjoy. We would like you to enjoy the video, and thank you again and again, and see you in another of our madnesses. Don't forget, click and subscribe.
Well, at least you learned one thing from this video. If you were in any, I'm losing my English. If you were in any doubt, you now understand that I am a complete and utter idiot. There we go. Right, so we are going to now reboot and come back in another video. let's just go to the rear end of Miss Ochinquisivula booth and have a final goodbye. There she is, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye, and see you very, very soon.
Thanks for watching.